it appears to be a small plastic apple.
That's not me. This is me.
Then who's that?
This is our new friend Weasel, whom Marvin and Cave met in Turkey on their trip over there last April. He's come over for a visit.
In a very unripe, but still red apple.
It's not an apple, it's a pomegranate. They grow lots of them in Turkey. Elizabeth and I met him earlier this morning. Hey Weasel, come on out.
Weasel, kind of a funny name, isn't it?
Hi Weasel.
Kind of a silent weasel, isn't he?
He doesn't speak English, and we don't have anyone to interpret for us from Turkish to English yet.
So we've just been smiling a lot. Hey, here Weasel, you just sit there. We better get on with it.
That's right. We were hearing about Marvin and Kay's trip to Turkey, following in the footsteps of Paul. Last week, it was the Cave Church in Antioch.
And today we thought we'd talk about Paul's visit to Ephesus and the Christian church he helped to start there, and the letter Paul wrote to them that's part of our New Testament called
It says, Paul's letter to the Ephesians. That's right, but I thought you said Weasel doesn't speak English. Then how could he write this?
He must be on the internet in there. You know, using an internet translator on the web and then using a printer.
Evidently, he's got a home office.
Anyway, so what about Ephesus?
Well, it's an ancient city with a modern one still there as well, now called Ephes.
Ephes, short for Ephesus? Oh, I get it.
Anyway, you'll remember that Peter went back to Jerusalem to start churches with James and some of the other disciples in the Holy Land, while Paul and his friend Barnabas set off out into the world throughout Asia Minor, starting many of the first Christian churches there.
And one of these places Paul found himself was Ephesus, and Paul stayed there and lived and taught there for a couple years. It was a huge marble Roman city with a famous library, way bigger than our new Bozeman Public Library. It's where Paul wrote his first letter to the Corinthians.
And everything went smoothly there for Paul. Another note. No? Why not?
Thanks, Weasel. Well, many of the people there did listen to Paul and believed his teachings. But Ephesus had been one of the centers of worship, the Roman goddess Artemis, in Greek called Diana, whom some people used to worship before they learned about God and Jesus.
And there were silversmiths in Ephesus who made a lot of money selling little statues of Artemis, for the people there to take home and pray to.
Ah, but Paul told them to stop buying and praying to the false gods and idols. I've read about this in the Bible, in Paul's letters.
Exactly. And so eventually, nobody was buying the silversmiths' little statues, and they got mad. And while Paul was there teaching one day in the amphitheater, there was a riot, and they chased Paul all the way out of town.
It wasn't exactly easy to be a follower of Jesus in those early days, but Paul was amazingly stubborn and good at continuing to spread the stories about Jesus.
I know. When Paul was chased out of one town actually, he'd go to another and start another church, and the church continued to grow.
Maybe the song helped.
The song?
The song. Hit it, Weasel. All around the country of Turkey, St. Paul spread the gospel. The risen Jesus has asked him to, so pop with the gospel.
As in spreading in people's hearts, like wildfire throughout the region and throughout the world. Because of Paul and others like him, who had the fire of God's love burning in their hearts, keeping them going, even when it was hard.
Like we could do, living out Jesus' love and sharing it with everyone, even when it's hard for us.
And now, Is this another great day for spreading God's word or what?
Off goes the gospel.
You bring the sun out to warm my life up, to make my love grow. Every day you bring the stars out to light my night up, to make my darkness go away. You bring the sun out to warm my life up, to make my love grow. Every day you bring the stars out to light my night up, to make darkness go away. I reach to you, you reach to me. No matter where I go, I know you'll always be. Never too far, far from my heart. I'll always have you here, I'll always have you near. You bring the sun out to warm my life up, to make my love grow. Every day you bring the stars out to warm my night up, to make my darkness go away.